Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So you might be using the ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, but what you are doing right now is that you are going to the ChatGPT, then asking for the locators, escapes, and you might be losing the context because the ChatGPT doesn't have access to what you are doing right now. But what if I told you that from now on onwards, you can do these things because Gemini now lives in your browser. So in this video, I'll show you how you can use that and what kind of the use cases you can do as a software tester on the regular basis, and it will help you in many ways. So let's begin. Gemini in Chrome is currently rolling out in the different or the selected regions. So you might not have this option as of now, but this is their official website, Gemini in Chrome. Now, what it means that moving forward, you will see Ask Gemini within the browser. Now, what it means that you have a Gemini, a AI assistant right in your browser. So it has so many benefits in terms of the software testing. Now, if I scroll here, you click learn more over here. So basically you will get more information around this one. So you can use a Gemini in Chrome to provide the most relevant responses because it lives inside your browser, not the tab. Okay. So previously you were going to the Gemini, logging into the Gemini. So it was just having focus on that particular tab. But right now it lives inside your browser. So if I go back here and if we show you, so on the top it lives and they have given some use cases over here. If you scroll down, you can see that this kind of window opens inside the page whichever you are using. And if you want to ask it to summarize something, it will give you a summary, right? If you go scroll down, if you want to compare something, so you can easily compare different items, right? So if you scroll down, because it has the access, you can also automate your tasks with the auto browse. So there are so many things you can do using this one. But in this particular tutorial, I'm just focusing on how you can use this for the software testing. So first I'll go to OrangeHRM over here and you will see this Ask Gemini. Open this one. And now it's live inside your browser and it has access to this particular page. So if I go here, you see that sharing OrangeHRM, and if I go here and ask write test cases for this login functionality, so it will analyze this page and it will write the test cases for you. This is cool, right? So you see that defining the test cases. Here is the test cases for OrangeHRM login functionality based on the current page context. Test environment is application this, module this, valid credential provided on page. And you see that this is a positive test cases, these are negative test cases. Amazing, right? Now you can also ask for many things. For example, if you go here and if you want a unique locator for this, now you don't need to go to any extension or you don't need to go and think of writing your own XPath or CSS selector. You don't need to do this. Simply this field, username field. So I will say here is a username field. I need a unique locator for this. I am using Playwright with JavaScript. Now it will go and look into this page and find the username fields, pinpointing the username, right? And here it comes up with the recommended locator for the Playwright. And you see that this is not a Selenium locator ID class something. It is very specific because we asked for a locator in terms of Playwright and JavaScript. Now, this is a recommended one. Playwright encourages using locating element how users see them. since the field has a visible username placeholder. So this is the most resilient approach. And we got all the locators, and all are the unique in nature because we asked for the unique locator. Now, this is not the limit over here. Whatever you can do through the browser, you can do through this Gemini. For example, when I go here, go to this forgot password, and if you observe that, for example, this field is not working, you need to write a bug report, right? So simply I'll say this research password field is not sending an email. Please write a bug report on this. Simply just writing few lines, you're asking the AI, and it will do everything. So I'm giving you all the use cases which you are doing on the regular basis, writing the test cases, automating the scripts, locating the elements, everything. Now you see that bug report with the title, password reset, email is not dispatching. This is the title, this is the environment, this is a description, this is a precondition. This is how you can reproduce this one. Navigate to the OrangeHRM password reset page where the URL provided above, right? Click on the green reset button, open email associated with the username, and this is how you don't even need to write a bug report. Now, if I go back to the main page, I'll simply say write Playwright JS script for login features and see what happens here. So these all are the use cases which our testers do on the regular basis. Either you're doing a manual testing or automation testing. So I'm covering both scenarios here. And you say that your script is ready. You don't need an MCP server. You don't need any kind of other agent. Simply your script is there in the browser. Simply copy this one and use this one. Right. And now again, this is a linear one. And the best part is that Gemini here is providing you how to run this one. Save the code in a file, for example, login.spec.js. Inside your Playwright test directory, usually the test one, run the test from the terminal is the command. Adding the headed flag allows you to visually see the browser open and execute the scripts. Amazing. Now, as a testers, when we are automating the applications, so we are not automating the application in the linear way. So I will ask this Gemini to give me a page update model for this one. So provide page object model for this login test and see what happens here. Now again, it's looking into the OrangeHRM because it is right now on this page, defining the framework for you. And here it goes. So here's create a page object class for you. This is how it created the page object class for you. Then update the test file. Here's your test file. This should be your code. Why this is better, readability and everything. So it provided you a updated test, which is using this page object. And here it defines the page object. That's great. You don't need to go anywhere else. So you can write the test cases manually. You can ask for the bug report. You can ask for the locators, unique locators. You can ask for writing a linear script. You can ask that to convert in the page object model. What else you want? You know, this is really, really amazing for the testers right now. Now, if I go here and let me show you some more examples in terms of using this Gemini. So on the regular basis, you might be using Jira, Azure, anything, right? So for example, I have this example over here. So here in the Jira, we have OrangeHRM login, and here we have a description of this particular login, right? So this is just a user story. Now, and you see that sharing my Canva board. I will say write Or maybe, first of all, you might need to understand this requirement. So I'll say explain this requirement in simple words and see what happens. So it will just read this requirement and just explain you in a very simple way. So what this particular requirement all about. So it's simplifying the request, defining everything, and then the main goal over here is that the team needs to build a secure login screen for the OrangeHRM system so that authorized staff like employees and HR managers can safely access their accounts. How it should work behind the scene, this is this. Really cool. Now, I will say as a tester, we also need to identify the gaps in the requirement. So I will say find possible gaps in this requirements. So it will go and search for any possible gaps in this particular requirement. That's amazing, right? Because as a tester, it's really helpful for me because everything is available inside the browser. I don't need to go to Claude or ChatGPT independently. So based on this Jira ticket, so basically it gives me these kind of sessions, functional edge cases gaps, role-based landing pages. So it's giving me all the gaps in terms of edge cases, also giving me ambiguous non-functional requirement. So giving me all the things. But at the end of the day, you need to go and look into this stuff because AI Center does not give you the correct information. But here it's giving you a very good information. And from here, you can also say, write test cases from this Jira ticket. So again, it will read this Jira ticket, and from this particular requirement, it will write the test cases. Previously, in previous example, it was looking into the web page based on what is implemented. Now, this is a requirement, and from requirement, it is now writing the test cases for you. And the good part is that it's not just the test case titles. So it's giving you the steps and expected results, positive path, negative path. So all the test cases, security, non-functional for this particular requirement, right? Now, let's move a bit ahead of using this Gemini in the browser. So as the automation tester, what you need to do is that you might need to review the automation scripts which developed by your team members. So I have one sample repository, and here basically it has a Playwright JavaScript demo code, and here this is a file base page. Now what I'll do is that instead of manually reviewing this one, so I will simply go and ask Gemini and say review this base page and suggest best practices and improvements. So it can actually read this code which you have pushed on your repository. It will analyze this code. So you use that, reviewing the code, analyzing the code implementation on the base page, and it will give you a suggestions. This is for demonstration purpose, and you can see that this is a well-structured attempt at a base page, fix critical syntax and logic bugs. Now it's giving you all the details. Is element not visible, is missing execution parenthesis, current return, expect this, correct is this, await, right? Click on all elements in a tab. So let's go here. Let's find this. So basically it's talking about click all links. So click all links in a new tab. That's right. So this is the code. And against this one, it provided this code. So here it says that it must have await, right? Await rows.count. And here in the actual code, there is no await. And here it's not only providing the correct code, but also providing why this is not a good practice. You don't need to manually review this code. You simply ask the Gemini, it will review the code. And whatever you do on the browser, you can do all the things. Let me show a very good another example. So you might be automating or testing the APIs, right? So you need to open your Postman in the browser, and here you see that we don't have any test cases. We just have a simple executing the request over here and give us a response. Now you want to test this one. Instead of writing the things manually, I will ask Gemini, analyze this Postman request and create tests for this. So it will analyze, again, this is on the browser. So it will analyze this one and write the test cases for this particular API. So you see that it got all the information, like this is the get method, this is the URL, response code is okay, response format is JSON. Now, Postman test script, you don't need to do anything. First test is already there to verify the status, verify the content type, verify the response time. Everything done just in few seconds by the Gemini. So you see the power of this Gemini in the browser in terms of software testing. We have covered a couple of scenarios, but you can do every possible thing. Just go and use this one, and in the comments, just share your feedback, the scenarios you have implemented or tried using this Gemini. So this is all about this Gemini, and see you in the next video.